Hello. Hello. Sketchy, Ani, Wardstone, Leth, Cthulhu, Virtue, Finn. Booyah making friends with the help of his game. Yeah, that's a good reversal, Wardstone. I like that because it's probably more true than than what I have written. Virtue, 105 stream streak. Stop that. You are banished from the next stream. I'm gonna ban you temporarily just so you can kill that streak. That is too much. Too much. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. No, seriously, Virtue, thank you for hanging out. Finn, literally just ended. This guy comes on. Yeah, what do you mean? We can't be on at the same time. People aren't even sure we're not the same person. We don't want to let the mystery die. How's everybody doing? It's funny because normally I'm on like almost an hour ago, but I went to the park today with the dog and we walked and he's a freak and it was great. He's stubborn, classic stubborn puppy corgi. Puppies in general are stubborn. Corgis are extra stubborn. But he did good. He did good. He was a good little boy. Pete NZ, how's it going? It's possible this summer, June or July, I'll let the stream streak end. I'll be busy for a week and I won't be at home or here. That's good. That's healthy. We need that thing to go away for both of our sake. Imagine if you could be as good at video games. That's what you went with. You're not the same person. I just assumed Finn got really nice after Fi heads out. Been a while. Yeah. How you been? Mr. Zombie, hello, good morning. I got a lot of work to do. I started doing procedural guests on Friday, and I really like the direction it's going in. I feel like it's just going to add a good amount of filler to the game that will help alleviate the tension of back-to-back story quests and the story quests piling on. I feel like I don't have to pile on the story quests so much because there's just going to be a steady flow of guests. They don't all have to be story. It's trying to load them all, but where are they? That's weird. They didn't load. Okay. I gotta start fresh. I did a lot of big changes and I didn't really think about what I was doing and what I was affecting. I was just being done with being good at video games for today, cleared out the stealth section. I started playing Last of Us 2 again, but it's been like 6 months since I started it. Maybe even a year. I don't know. It's been a long time since I started it. And it just like loaded up to a giant open world, not an open world area, but like that downtown area where you're on the horse. And I'm just like, what am I doing? I just kind of wandered into a random building, which happened to be the right place somehow. But I also forget like strategies on how to play efficiently. I was like having a hard time sneaking up on the you know the enemies and just wasting a lot of bullets. All right, so now when you spawn random guests, check out what happens. It has a bunch of names: spawning Harper, spawning Alexander, spawning Malik, spawning Lily, spawning Emma, and they all show up, and they all look different too. They're just completely randomly generated. The problem, I mean, one of the problems is sometimes they look like everyone else. Like there's not much difference between Samuel and like Oriel in the, oh no, Samuel is very bald. But this person, oh, this is Hollis. I'm like, this is like Hollis. Oh, that is Hollis. Okay. What happens? Okay, so they have their correct name now over their heads, but when you talk to them, they don't have the same name, or they don't have the right name. Audrey. All right, so I have two guests, Matthew and Audrey. Good morning, Zombie. Have you decided the maximum amount of guests the player will have to deal with? I have vaguely come up with 20. I can't imagine your inn should be larger than 20 rooms. And the way I plan on letting you actually have rooms is when you have guests and they have a good time, you get experience points, you level up your inn. Every inn level up gets you a point that you can spend on unlocking stuff, such as guest rooms. And after a full year cycle, I feel like you should be able to have the maximum size inn, plus all of the upgrades. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe like 80% of the upgrades, which is like, it's like 30 things. It's like 30 things, so that's why your inn has 30 levels for now. Oh god. Oh god, I sneeze. Gucci, how's it going? Gucci, I signed up for classes. I signed up for Japanese classes finally. Shukudai ga arimasu. All right, so this is what I wanted to check. Do they save? This is Lily. Oh my god, Lily. That is quite the name. So if I go to the next day, they are all walking around. If I close the game and come back, I heart, good morning. Did you think I had text to speech, Steven? Apparently, I don't even have notifications. Steven, how's it going? 2 months. When I was first making the character generator in Memoirs of a Spy, I tried writing a thing that produced all possible permutations of looks so there wouldn't be doubles. Learned the hard way that it would generate millions of these lists and sync FPS on Init. Yeah, you can't do that. You just got to let the dice roll. And thank you for the 2 months. How's everybody doing? I just kind of jumped into it. I just kind of started working. I didn't ramp up. Okay, so I'm having an issue here when the NPC system. Okay, spawned NPCs. Spawned NPCs. I think I need to add the procedural NPCs to this NPCs array. Is there a way to like just combine two arrays easily without making a new array of length, array plus whatever? Just want to concatenate two arrays. Or you can generate a blacklist as you generate your characters. Yeah, you can do that. That's fair. But I don't even care if they look the same, honestly. It doesn't matter. Their looks are irrelevant. Have you animated the ski lift yet? I missed a few streams lately. Yeah. I'll go show you. So now we have the lift, we have the gondola and the chairlift. So do that then. Do what then? Concatenate. So we got the chairlift. And you can actually get on the chairlift now. And it takes you to the top of the mountain. And you can get on the chairlift to get back down. And then we have the gondolas that go to the super top of the mountain. And you can get in those. Chairlift looking for group. Cat the arrays, yeah. I'm gonna cat them. All right. So NPCs load. It loads it into an array. I'll just make it a list. Whatever. And then once I calculate, so here's where I make all the procedural guests. And I want to add them to both just in case. That should fix that that issue. The super top of the mountain. Yeah. You know, sometimes there's like a halfy top of the mountain, and then there's the super tippy top. How are you handling the sound design, like ambience and other sound effects? With ambience and other sound effects. What do you mean how? Why isn't this coffee making me wake up? Answers, please. It's a good question. Did someone replace your coffee with decaf? Because you're getting uncontrollable and it's becoming a nuisance. Get wrecked, 7-stream streak. You're supposed to drink it. Oh, you're not drinking it. You're just dumping it on your head. I see. Also, coffee is not a suppository, by the way. But I think that technically works. I think that works even faster than drinking. Mad DNA, welcome in. How are you? Coffee does inside bodies somehow. Sound manager, spatial, and dynamic stuff, weather, seasons. Yes, I have different tracks. I think I semi recreated what Fmod does, but with a set of with my own sound effects controller and a bunch of sources. Like I have 10 audio sources. One's for music, one's for ambience, one's for non-overlapping sound effects. So I can tag an like a sound effect as non-overlapping. So when it says to fire, if it's already playing it'll stop it and play it again. And then I have a set of 10 audio sources that are safe for overlapping sound effects. And, they'll just fire and overlap each other until there's 10. And then once, if you fire like an 11th sound effect, it'll overwrite the 10th one and it won't let you, it won't be crazy. And if there's 2 sound effects that fire on the same exact frame, I have like a delay, like a wait for end of frame. If 2 sound effects for some reason are fired on the same exact frame, I believe I have a thing that just cancels one out and only does one of them. Boofing anything works better. Boiling hot coffee would wake me up. I drink iced coffee every day. I make when I make coffee every day in the morning, half goes to my wife warm, and the other half goes in a ball jar into the fridge, so that every morning I have a fridge, like a fridge chilled pour over that I can literally roll out of bed and just grab at 6 in the morning and not have to make it. I meant as a suppository. Yeah, that would be painful. Doing good. This is so impressive. How do you identify what is going wrong in the coding when there's a problem in the game? It's very easy. When you get an error like this, you double click on it, and then it just takes you to the error. Oh, look at that. There it is. I know it's wrong. Count. It said length instead of count. Done. Save. Problem fixed. I think with time, your brain can like, I mean, not even with time, but when you code everything yourself, your brain has like a rough map of everything, and you just kind of remember. It's like how do you remember all the roads in your town, and where to turn and where the stuff is, where your favorite pizza place is? It's kind of the same. The code is just a road, and it's got twists and turns and junctions and forks, and you just remember the path. That's kind of the way I feel about it. I don't know if other people feel the same way. I drink cold brew. It's so nice. It wakes you up in the morning for sure. Anything's a suppository if you're brave enough. Okay. Okay, zombie. Luck. How come it's so basically trial and error when looking for a mistake? It's so automatic. Yeah, Unity is pretty good like that. Code badly until it breaks. That's Andrew's motto. What? Actually, that's not far off. Andrew's mind palace. This is why coding is more than just making. It's about breaking. Yeah. You can't be afraid to break it too. C# is very forgiving. Also, you should be keeping an actual map of your project structure. Nah. How does pathfinding work for enemies and their AI? I use the Unity's nav mesh system. You click a button, it makes a nav mesh, and then you put the enemy on the nav mesh, and you tell it where to go, and it goes there. It's that simple. I don't do any fancy. Well, I mean, I guess I do some fancy AI when they need to go from zone to zone, but it's just like a linked list pathfinding algorithm, which I probably can find a better one. I use Dijkstra's. I don't know how to pronounce it. Mad, thank you for the follow. We're here to remind him when he forgets. That's not that far off. I'm here so people here can remind me of things. Navmesh is the way. Yep, Navmesh is the way. I couldn't get away with that in CPP. You code for 8 straight hours and you don't hope it works. You need to know it's gonna work. See, that's lame. That is artistically what's the word I want? I don't know. That sucks. See, my vocabulary is not very good either. All right. So now I add all those procedural guests to the list of NPCs. Maybe I won't have code issues now. Let's see. I use that now instead of constant collision checking. Oh yeah, you were just collision checking? That sucks. That's the worst. I think you mean autistically, and yes. Artistically, it's artistically it sucks. Yeah. What's the word for like slowing you down? Restricting. It's artistically constricting. It's artistically constricting. You want low friction. All right, let's try this again. It is trying to spawn them, but I don't know where they are. I swapped my duo from Japanese to Dutch so I can get back to being fluent. You were fluent. That's cool. I don't know where these guests are. Let's make more guests. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got 3 guests. This is Logan. This is Julia. And this is Bretty. Why is there one named Bretty? Okay, they're all checked in, right? I'm going to fast forward through the day. I'm going to make sure they go to bed properly. It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They should all be going to bed. Go to bed, go to bed. Sleep tight, Logan. Sleep tight, Bretty. Julia, it's time for bed. Get in bed, Julia. Sleep tight, Julia. Next day. I already got Emma not found. What? Why? On save request. All right, we need to start from scratch. Getting weird errors. How does Unity not have nav mesh built in? It does. What do you mean? It has 2 kinds of nav mesh. I think, actually, no, I think with the new Unity, the old one is gone. Polar Robin, hello. Do you create your own props in the game, like doors, bikes, grass? Yeah. Create everything, DNA. Everything. I might create something later. All right, so we got an in. And now we have. Okay, now I'm getting errors here. Index out of range. Why? Why? Did it not spawn procedural guests? It must not have spawned any procedural guests. Why? Did I get any errors? No, I don't know. Utkarsh, can you record the scene, then voice act after it? Because it might be overwhelming to do gameplay plus voice acting at the same time. Huh? I'm confused. What do you mean by that? But Andrew, great art is made within constraints. Yeah, I said it's constricting. It's like holding you down. It's not just giving you a fence. It's literally tying your hands behind your back and making you make it with your hands tied behind your back. It's not. You get the art out of the way when you design it and then you code it. I think the coding is an art too. I couldn't make that in a million years. Yes, you can. But it's awesome. I just started getting interested in game development, so everything is so new to me. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Getting interested in it is the first step to being able to do it. Bado, think about the hydrate. Andrew's the train man. Down here, he makes the low poly coffee mugs. Down here, he makes the rules. Down here, wait, Jesus, Steven. Steven, chill. Also, what are you talking about? Yes, that's how they do multilingual scenes. I don't understand the question, though. I don't know about smearing code all over my canvas. All right, we don't need to talk about if whether or not code is art. I think finessing gameplay in code is the art, you know. And if you're a good coder and you can make something very powerful and strong and bug free and you know exactly what it's doing, and I mean I know exactly what my code's doing most of the time. I just forget. Uh, that's great. That's great. I think C++ just makes you think about computer science a little too much. Like I have no interest in computer science. I don't care about the resources that I'm using. I just want the functionality to function. I just want the interaction, the interactivity that I'm making to work. I don't want to have to worry about memory management. I'm not interested in that. I know there's a lot of game devs out there who are very interested in it. It's like all they care about is clean code and good memory management and lean code and fast code. It's like I only care if the game is fun. That is all I care about. Uh, wait, what? The impediment itself, the impediment itself is what will elevate you. It's possible. It's possible. I like coding because I work as a data science. Science. Well, that's cool. I mean, I like coding. It's fun. It's fun. Even making like boring stuff is fun. Coding is just generally fun. Add me to the credits, Polar Robin. I saved the economy and they never give me any credit for it. Polar Robin, is that what you want your name to be? Also, Finn, was that you? Finn, go on, do it. You know what I said? I said something. I said if you redeemed 21, I was gonna ban you or something, or I was gonna reset you to 1. Polar Robin, is this your first redeem? And how would you like to be represented in the credits? Like that? Polar Robin 11? I think you're recording gameplay. Usually, no, I'm not recording. I mean, I'm not recording any gameplay. I'm just making the game. No voice acting here. Val. Val, how's it going? I mostly work in Python, so it's also a high-level language, but I also like to work in Rust for fast applications. Yeah, everyone loves Rust nowadays, right? Val! I can be Val in year 11. Val, is this your first? Yeah, this is your first too. Polar Robin's fine. Okay. Do you really want to be Val in year 11? No, I'm not letting you be. Oh, wait, you have one here. Times 2. This is not your first. Thank you, Finn. All right, I'm getting a lot of weird bugs. Let me start over again because I don't even know what happened. These ProcGen guests are kind of a pain. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what I said I was going to do to you. Make good on your promise. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Juicebox Hero. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Shout out to Juicebox Hero. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. Aaron, what is up? Wait, also, we got a first-time chat right before the raid. Salat Wurzel, welcome in. Rust people are the Jehovah's Witnesses of the internet, always praising how awesome Rust is and trying to get you into their... yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Kappa Face. Juicebox, how are you? Welcome in. Raiders, if you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy Innkeeper life sim game called Alpine Lake. And today I'm working on procedurally generated guests that show up. It was fun, did a little programming, played a lot of Balatro. Nice, nice. I've still not tried Balatro. But what's your project? What are you making? Or what were you programming today? Everyone shout out to Juicebox Hero. It will consume your life. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm afraid to try it. I feel like I've seen so much on the internet that I don't even want to try it at this point. I'm doing every single advent of code ever. Oh my god. Aren't there many, many of them? I remember this year, all the streamers were doing this year's advent of code, and I watched Sky Gray do a bunch of them, and I tried to follow along. I can't do those. I cannot do those. I am not smart enough. Augie, 7 stream streak. Augie, how are you? You sound like Beegs. He devs for 20 minutes, then plays Balatro for an hour. Does Beegs play Balatro now too? It's no Hades. No, I think programming languages are just tools. Need to use the right tool for the right task. Python's good for building machine learning or AI. Want to build a real-time responsive and memory-safe app? Rust is the way to go. I believe it. There are 500 puzzles. Jesus, how many do you get done in a day? Maybe done with 100 of them. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're far along. How long have you been doing them? Have to go to bed. I have to work in the morning. Have a great stream. All right, Juicebox, thanks so much for the raid. And you have a good night sleep. And yeah, welcome in everybody. I'm just working out all the bugs because I have very carefully handcrafted, unique guests that show up here in. And now I'm just like, I want like 100. I want like 100 of them. So I made 100 of them procedurally. And now the game's freaking out. Sometimes a puzzle takes 5 minutes, sometimes 5 days. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I remember trying Leet Code a couple of years ago. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get into like more serious development. And I tried Leet Code, and what a disaster. What a disaster. Okay. Oh, right. Now I can't even spawn them. That's right. That's right. Let me see why. MVC system. Procedural guests. I have 129 of them. 129 procedural guests. So why is this a problem? I don't know. Did you see the trailer for 2 Pixelia? I did not. It's a life sim inspo. I saw this on Twitter. I saw their publisher post something. Tidy up your home, furnish it. It's fun. Create a cozy place for your family. Or your furry friends. That's cool. It's kind of like The Sims. Find the perfect job. It's pretty crazy. It's really detailed. Other ways. Be a thief? You can beat people up? You can kill people? Oh my god. This is almost too much. What? So many mini games, yeah. You could die? You could farm? Oh my, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted just watching this trailer. It's kind of nuts. Wow, all right. That's so much. That looks like 10 different games. This looks like 5 different Stardew Valleys all rolled into one. That's nuts. Some folks want to make games, some folks want to solve math and logic problems. That's true. It just keeps going. Yeah, it just kept going. I don't know what to feel about it. How can anyone match that? I mean, I don't know. If there's no depth to it, then you can match it. It's just a very large, shallow lake, you know? Aaron, how the hell are you? Comes out in like 10 days, so I will give it a try. It's interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll look at it. You tell me how it is. You tell me how good it is. Let me know if there's anything I need to reference in there. Also, I was watching Haidu's VOD where he was playing Alpine Lake, and I saw iHeart. You were helping him along with bits of information that you knew. I appreciate it. I feel bad because like I noticed he just wanted guests to show up, and I saw on his quest log he just needed to go meet Vic. He just needed to go meet Vic, and he could have had guests, but he didn't get there. Farm, earn money, customize your home, pay for the home, do your taxes, take driving lessons, level up every part of your life, skill trees for your skill trees, earn E points for your XP and pixel bucks, upgrade, grind, numbers go up, numbers go way up. Yeah, that's exactly what that trailer looked like. I I don't know what to feel about it. Like it's not I don't feel negatively toward that trailer. I'm like, "Whoa, okay. That's a big game." I didn't mean to peer pressure him, but it kept him playing. Yeah, no, he did want to stop, and then he kept going. I have a game I want Foul to make just for the name. What is it? Don't stop playing. Fry your serotonin receptors. Call now. Stardew Valley. It's a multiplayer life farm sim with cute 2D graphics that people can play through Twitch chat. It's called Stardew Valley. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Just for the name. He has to make an entire video game just for the name. All right. Why why can't I pay attention? Let me close all this stuff. Close, 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 close. Guest data database? Do I care about this? I don't know. Maybe. Tally system, NPC locomotion, NPC. What is this? NPC management editor? Yeah, I'm fine. Interactable. Floating icon. Photograph. And okay. Back to a reasonable amount of scripts. Had to mute stream. Rude. Very rude. I think I used up all my energy in the last 40 minutes of streaming. Kilika! 11 months. Thank you, Kilika. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How are you? Good morning. I just lost all of my Steam. Every single Steam I had is gone. Who's this handsome chap? It's Kilika. Speaking of Steam, I have something on Steam now. Yeah, you do. Just try to download your demo. Steam says that my OS isn't supported. Don't forget the Linux people, bro. We are everywhere. Yes, that is true. It's possible that on full release, I will have Linux support. I have a Linux build, technically. It was tested and it worked. I was just a little overwhelmed when uploading the demo with just wrangling the PC and Mac version that I let the Linux version I just forgot about it. I let myself forget about it. Because it's on Steam Deck and the Windows build works on Steam Deck, and yeah, I gave Linux users the shaft. Look at that. I have 168 NPCs. It should be fine. And this is 129 length. Is it possible that this count -1, something's coming up bad? Let's try this again. If I hit the button, argument out of range. Spawn queue. Is this spawn queue empty? Where does this get filled? For each NPC system, procedural guests. Add to spawn queue. What's wrong with this? Is this on awake? Load queue. This is on start. And what if I do this? Can I do this? Argument out of range. The person you're arguing with is in the other room. Did you know that when you argue with someone from opposite ends of the house, the argument gets worse? Pro tip. Always argue with someone in the same room. It's a good morning as I have no work. Kilika, you have no work today? That's nice. I will say, back on the subject of that game we were peaking, I think the 2D pixel art is a huge negative in this case. I so much prefer 3D and less busy visuals. I feel like that's a fair point. I think people want this Stardew Valley experience, but in another package. And the fact that it resembles Stardew Valley so much, because it's same view, same pixel art, similar pixel art, I think it's going to get a lot of people's attention. I think people love it. All right, what is going on here? Out of range. I've never ever been a fan of pixel art games. I am slowly learning to enjoy it, but just not of that ilk. And never argue over text. Well, no, don't argue over text. I mean, like yelling from room to room. Spawn. 0. Why is it 0? What? Okay. So what I think is happening is that when I say load queue and I get to this, populate procedural guests, this doesn't exist yet. It's taking too long. Okay. So I wait a frame. I wait a frame here to populate all of the procedural guests. Why do I wait this frame? I don't actually remember. Why do I wait a frame? There was a reason why I didn't want to do it instantly. What if I do it on start instead and not wait the frame? Argue over Skype with dodgy connection will turn you both into sociopathic murderers. It's still 0. NPC system. Yes. Here. NPC spawn guest system. I mean, obviously this is... The stupid thing is this was just working, so there must be like an execution order swap that happened. Skype is retiring on May 2025. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Didn't think it would ever. So 0. Oh, wait. Generating procedural guests never happened. This never happened. Generating proc-gen guests. There's a 0 here. What's the 0? What? What? NPC system. This is never happening? Did I not give it enough time to compile? Yeah, it's compiling now. Okay. That was weird. Usually Unity doesn't let me play if it needs to compile. Mm. I'm falling asleep. Oh my god. I'm crashing hardcore. Super Chew, how are you? Generating proc gen guests. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's happening after. It's happening after. So maybe what I should do is throw an event. Proc gen guests generated. And then the spawn guest system can grab that then. All right, so game event. That's what I'm going to do. Game event. Proc gen guests generated equals 18. Game event dot trigger proc gen guests generated, no object, and then spawn guests system can listen for game events, game event. Game event. Game event. If e dot event type equals proc gen, then do this. Okay. There we go. This heat's been draining me too, even with AC. Sun's just hitting too much. Yo, JB, 10 streak. Thank you for streaking. Yeah, the sun, I mean, I was outside for like an hour today with the dog. And it's pretty warm in the sun, yeah. But this is nothing. This seems kind of nice. Like I still have an undershirt on too. It's just usually my nap time at 1:30. And I didn't take my 15-minute nap. Spawn guests. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So we're gonna have some guests coming. We need to in real quick. All right, we have an in. We have guests coming. Here we go. Violet. Violet, you have a mustache. All right, we have 2 guests, right? What happens if I look at them in the calendar? It says Evelyn and Violet. Look at that. Okay. And now we go to the next day. Next day. We break the game because the coroutine couldn't be started. Coroutine. Start coroutine. The UI bugged out. What? Key not found. What's going on here? So, sheets. Do I have a list of serialized NPC sheets? NPC sheets. Yeah. So this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. I need to do this. Proc NPC. Proc NPC. Proc NPC. There we go. There we go. Fingers crossed. Oh, doggy. Oh, doggy. Sounds like doggy's throwing up. One sec. Nah, he fine. If you keep pronouncing it proc, then I must be getting on a plane tonight so I can slap you. How would you like me to pronounce it? You want me to say the whole world? Procedural. That's so annoying. Spawn. Fast forward. Okay. You've got a room. You got a room. One more. Scarlet. You've got a room. Everyone got a room. ProcGen gang. It's process. You want me to say prosgen? Wait, proc isn't pronounced proc? Is this a GIF thing? No. Finn's just being obtuse. All right. I've got 3 guests. They're wandering around. They're going to go to bed soon. Go to bed. It's time for bed. They're all in bed. Go to the next day. Everyone says ProcGen as far as I know. Masked Eve, you're my new favorite person. Welcome in. It's a wrong thing from the TA who spent half his career doing procedural generation. It's procedural generation. Procedural generation. I too pronounce it GIF. Proximity generation. I swear to Jod. You swear to Jod? Who's Jod? Oh my god. All right. The guests are still here. Penelope woke up very early. That's abnormal. What are you doing, Penelope? I don't know what Penelope's doing, but I'm gonna ignore it. So if I close the game, I didn't get any errors, which is good. These you can ignore. I reopened the game. Fingers crossed that they load in their beds. I want them to load in their beds. Does it make me think we need a drunk Booyah stream? That's not allowed. That's not allowed on Twitch. Okay. I've got unmade beds, but no guests in them. Trying to load Penelope, trying to load Nora, trying to load Scarlet. It tried to load them. But where the heck are they? Ugh. I don't think I want to see that. Keep Booyah pure. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Fuzzy, how are ya? It's allowed. You're just not allowed to do stuff like shots for subs. Oh, that sounds terrible. I was cracking lemon sours and Haibaru on stream. I'm all good. I think you just need to set your stream to be like explicit. You just need to say that in your fine print. Okay, they're not loading. Why are they not loading? Are they saving? No, guests don't save. How do guests respawn? How do guests respawn? I think the inn saves registered guests. I save the registered guests. Okay. And on load, I get NPC from name. NPC system. I get the NPC from the name. If I find that NPC in the list of spawned NPCs, trying to load. Right. Okay. Spawned NPCs does not contain key NPC. All right, we're going to get this to work. Steam playtest question. Do I need to reinitialize all my leaderboards and achievements, or is there a way to carry it over? Sorry, I have no idea. It's all part of the game dev process. I don't know. It just sounds like content to me. Content. Flaming shots for follows. No. Hang on, everybody. Hello, I'm back. Uh, my wife came home early from work. I was not expecting that, but everything's okay. I have to sleep. Thanks for the stream. If you start drinking on stream after I leave, I will be sad. Aaron, for you, I would. For you, I would. Have a good night. I'm sure you're way gone already. Pepperoni definitely deucing on the couch. No. Did we go get some shots? Nope. No, I don't. I can't do shots. Are you kidding? I can't do shots anymore. I could do shots of sake, not liquor. Checking the dog. No. Wife came home. Also, Yag, how's it going? Hi, back, Grandma. Hello, back, Yag. Here, Yag. Okay. Where did I leave off? I left off with everything broken. Spawn NPCs does not contain the key for Nora. So, what is spawned NPCs? Spawned NPCs. Like, how do other guests reload themselves? Are they savable? Rock guest. A generic guest is savable. So a proc guest is savable. But why aren't they spawning? Maybe I'm not making them savable. Where do I make them savable? Make savable. Here we go. Check in guest. When I check them in, I make them savable. This is the only place I do this. So why isn't it working? Savable prefab. npc.savable prefab. Make savable. Let's just do this. Print making prefab instance savable. Okay. Shots? Yo, Jesus. I'm buying us shots when I come to visit Japan, so you better prepare yourself. No way, Kilika. You ain't buying shit. I'll take us somewhere nice. We're gonna have fancy cocktails, and it's gonna be nice. Also, Jesus, I saw you released a game. You just like stopped streaming and popped out of nowhere releasing a game. How can you do that without sharing it? How can you do that to me? How could you? Can you share your links, please? Oh, I wonder if it's because these have the same name. No, definitely not. I'm looking to stay one night. Okay, let's check you in. I click here. Make gen procedural clone savable. Okay. So this one? It's this one. I know it's savable because it has an identification. And if I go here, yep, that's them. So I've only checked in the one person. Their name is Henry. I'm going to close the game. No, I have to go to the next day. Save the game. Henry already checked out. They only wanted to stay for one night. Is that real? I guess that is real. That is possible. The problem with that is they won't respawn. Were you talking to me? My game was very loud. Yes, Jesus. I saw on Twitter you released a game on Steam. A one night stand, if you will. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Trying to load Henry. Spawn NPCs does not contain key Henry. Where are you, Henry? All right, how about this? How about this? When I how about when I spawn a guest, I also change their spawned game object dot name equals proc gen guest underscore plus npc dot npc name. Okay. Over encumbered in another world. Look, this is what Jesus is making. Add to wishlist. Follow. Wait. Okay. All right, you're moving stuff around into different inventories. You're sorting. Is it like an inventory only game? Organizational puzzle game. You must rotate, reload, combine, and consume items to fit everything into your inventory. This is great. Did you make this? Did you make this solo? Like, or did you have a team? It gets quite hard. This is cool. Pet rock? What pet rock? Oh, pet rock. Could this be friend? Wait to. Yo, JB. Things are going okay. How are you doing? How the hell are you? Got a team together when I disappeared from Twitch. A programmer, me, 2 3D modelers, and a sound guy. That's a nice team. That's awesome. That's how you do it. And you did it the right way. You found a small team and you made something super fast. Like, it's been like, I don't know. How long did it take you to make this? Like 8 months? A year? Seems really fast. Everyone, let's help Jesus out. And wishlist over encumbered. Trying to complete this video game event before it ends in 50 minutes. What event is that? 6-month project turned into a year-long project, but yeah, it's finally almost done. That's awesome. I wish I could say the same thing. I wonder if the guest is not saving for some reason. Like if I go here to the guest script and on save, let's see. Print. Trying to save. Oops. NPC name. And oh wait, you know what else I can do? I can look in the I can just look in the text file. Open with text. Procedural. There is a few things called procedural. Here it is. Procedural Henry. So why isn't Henry loading? Why isn't Henry loading? Let's see. Proc guest pool. Is it because I made a proc guest pool? Procedural guest. Prefab. Scriptable prefab. Yeah? This all set up correctly. This doesn't make any sense. Zenless Zone 0. So they're pretty quick. I didn't know they had like events, in-game events. Henry. There's no pool, or there's no guest. If I have a hit spawn. Here, proc gen guest Isabella, proc gen guest Amelia and Zoe. Let's try it again. I don't know. That is just annoying. All right, I have one guest. Who did I just? Isabella. All right, I got Isabella. Skip to next day. Write, save to file. If I look in the save game data, Isabella. There she is. No, I don't know what this is. This is just NPC system. It's saving something. I don't know. Actually, it didn't save her. It just saved like... I don't know what it saved. Let's try that again. Open with text edit. Proc gen guest. Nothing. Isabella. It saved a calendar event. It saved her in a giant list of every guest. It saved... Oh, this is her specifically. Okay. This is her. This is all of her data. This is the guest's data. So if I leave... Yo, Sky. How's it going? Are you enjoying the beautiful weather we're having? Steven said it's too hot for him. And then he cried for like 40 minutes. It took a lot to calm him down. I took my break to walk around with a coffee in the nearby park. That's nice. That's nice. What are your feelings about walking and drinking at the same time? Do you feel like it's inappropriate and you don't do it, or do you do it anyway? It's the best day of my life. That's what I like to hear. It's gorgeous out. I took the dog to the park. We walked in the park for the first time today. He was doing so good. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. EXO. EXO, welcome in. Everyone, shout out to EXO. Laster, welcome in. How was your stream? What'd you get up to today? What did you do? Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim, Innkeeper-Sim, called Alpine Lake. I had so much fun making music on stream today. Can I share with you? Of course. Jesus, of course. Zeke, how are you? Bucky, welcome in. Piano FF music, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's made by Killica Beats. This music is all by Killica Beats. There he is. Welcoming in the Raiders. EXO, I want to hear that music. I also want to share your Steam page with the people. Everyone make sure to wishlist no signal. Let's check out this music you made. Let's see if my computer can play an OGG. It opened up VLC Media Player. Sure. Wait. That sounded good. I need to stop Spotify. That's really loud, isn't it? Shetty Boss, welcome in. This sounds like one of my favorite bands, to be honest. Sounds like Album Leaf. This is great. Temtic, how's it going? Ooh, I like that. Doing good, Temtic. We're listening to EXO's music. Nice, nice. Oh, I like that too. You making it out of the moon with this one? It just cut off. EXO, thank you so much for sharing. That's really good. Damn. Damn. Talent. I don't know. Music to me, I've said this before on stream, music to me is that is wizardry. Toby Honeybee, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much for raiding in. Thanks for sharing. And welcome in, Raiders. Today, I am working on procedurally generated guests. I'm having a little bit of issues with them because of the nature of their procedural generation. But we're working through it, and I'll get there. Yeah, I need filler. I need like filler for the game to allow me to not it's I want it to allow me to create less higher detail content. Then because if I didn't have procedural guests, I'd have to handcraft every guest, and then I wouldn't be able to spend the time on each guest to make them as deep as I want them. So some guests will be handcrafted. I have like 40 handcrafted guests, and then I just want like 150 procedurally generated guests that come and go. So I could spend more time making the handcrafted stuff better quality. Was that a good spin on? Did I do a good spin? It's my first song that I liked, recorded my own voice. That's you. Yeah, it's great. Good stuff. And yeah, if you need to go, I see Laster's wishing you a good night. If you need to go, you go. You do you. Otherwise, yeah, really appreciate it. So you want to cut corners? No, I don't want to cut corners. I'm just trying to create like more. I just want more. There's like some play tests that I did early on where I only had one guest and they would spawn infinite. So it basically was a procedural guest sort of. And there was a lot of pressure put on the player when like two would show up and you only had one room. They really felt the need to like progress and build an inn, build a bigger inn, and it made them want to go out, get the ingredients they needed, and build that bigger inn. So I wanted the procedural guests to push the player a little bit like that. Also, Laster, thank you for the follow. All right, EXO, have a good night. Thanks again for the raid. So, I don't know why this isn't loading. And maybe he is loading and I'm not catching it. All right, when I check in, look, I just checked in a handcrafted guest, Mary. She's handcrafted. And I go to the next day. She's still here, right? She's chilling here. I close the game. I close the game. I reopen the game. If Mary's there, then I don't know what's going on. If Mary's not there, then I know exactly what I did. I know exactly what's wrong. Let's see if Mary's there. Mary is not there. I know what's going on. Damn it. Damn it. I broke something. Navarix Games, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I know what's going on here. I have some code that disabled guests every day if they weren't checked in. And I think that code is happening before they actually load and check themselves in. So let me get rid of that. Oh man, this was dumb. It's right here. Remove from game. Remove from game. If I hide that. Navarex, hello, welcome in. Nani? I'm French, by the way. I woke up like an hour ago. Well, good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, Mary is here. Look, Mary's in her bed. Okay. That means if I spawn proc gen guest, bum 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 bum. Here they come. Here they all come. Bam. Here they are. Here's Nora. Check Nora into a room. Ooh. That's fine. Let's check this person into a room. Logan. Check Logan into a room. I think I have room for one more. Okay. Dante. All right. So now I have 5 guests. 1 handcrafted, 4 proc gen. Skip to the end of the day. Next. Mary's here for one more day. Nora arrived and is checking out tomorrow. All right, 2 guests are checking out tomorrow, which is annoying. But close the game. They've saved. Once the procedural generation is up and running, will you be able to make infinite guests? Yeah, the only reason why I'm limiting it is because I just want the names to be normal. So right now I have a list of 150 random names. So that's my list. That's how many guests I've made. The other thing I'm realizing now is that their visualizations are, I don't know what they're going to look like when they load. They're all going to look the same. They're all going to look the same. I forgot. But that's expected. So, yeah, they all look the same. They all look like this. And they don't have names anymore. They don't have names anymore. And are they even checked in? Spawned NPCs does not contain a key for Nora. Is it because spawned NPCs doesn't add procedurally generated guests? Let's see. NPC system. Spawned NPCs. If they're proc gen, they return. Yeah. Okay. So I rely on this. I rely on this too heavily. They need to be in this. How about if they're in it? All right, I think I need a new event that's when proc gen guests spawn. Infinite guests in the infinite hostel. What in the increment? I am slowly losing my will to live. 2 words, unity particles. Yeah, I know what you mean. Have you tried the VFX graph? The VFX graph is very cool. It's a little harder than the main particle system, like the old particle system, but it's really powerful. And you know, if you're struggling to get an effect, you might be able to get it in that more easily. Also, simple is always better. Just keep it simple. All right, so I think I think these NPC properties is like randomized visual. I think I need like initialize procgen guest. Init procgen guest. And then okay, I got a puppy now. Oh no, he's crazy. No, why'd you let him in here? Why'd you let him in here? He's too fast. I can't grab him. He's getting very big. I don't know if anyone remembers him from a week ago, but he's 3 times bigger now. And legitimately, I know he's legitimately like 30% heavier. Love me. Yes, that's exactly what he's saying. Wait, Laster, how did you know what his name is? His name is Moo. His name is Moo. All right, go. Get out of here. All right, one sec. Is that new to Unity 6? Which? Wasn't there a paradox with this? If you have a hotel with infinite rooms and you have infinite guests, the hotel would still run out of rooms before they run out of guests. Why is there a paradox with that? Sounds very one-to-one. Infinity equals infinity. I've had Dexter next to me the entire time, begging for the biscuits that are all gone. No. Yeah, Moo's got the zoomies right now. In French, we say this word some, but not the same way. To say some. Oh, you say that to say something's cute. Moo. Yeah, his name is Moo, M-U, or Nemu. Nemu means sleepy in Japanese, or Nemui. Oh, the VFX graph. Yes, yes. No, I don't think it's new to Unity 6. I think it's new to Unity 2022. I think it's and it's a package. It's an extra package that you bring in. Video on the paradox. There's a video on it. It's kind of cool. I'll have to look at it. All right. Initialize procgen guest. When I initialize the procgen guest, I need to do a few things. I need to tell the procgen guest that it's been initialized. So do I have an NPC event? NPC event. I do. Spawned, despawned. Okay, how about this? Procgen guest inited. Initialized equals 5. And I can pass in all this fun stuff. Okay. So let's see. NPC event. Trigger. Procgen guest initialized. The NPC is NPC. The properties are this. The location doesn't matter. And the inventory item doesn't matter. When the NPC system hears this event, NPC event, I already listened for it. Isn't that convenient? There's so much banging out there because of the dog. Where is it? NPC event. Here it is. If e dot proc, no, event type equals proc gen proc initialized, then NPC spawned again. Then I do it again. Or how about how about I say if NPC equals, if e.npc equals proc template return. So that will stop me from inserting the templated NPC, but not stop me from inserting the procgen NPC. Okay. Okay. We're close. We're close. Pope Francis died? When did that happen? Pope Francis just died. Literally today. Yeah, I just got the email. Like a few hours ago. That's nuts. I haven't heard anything about the Pope in years. How do you make a new Pope? How do you make a new Pope? It reminds me of like the wait, no, okay. All right, I got another problem. Oh. We gotta start over. New save. This is getting really complicated. On Easter, if he gets up in 3 days, I'm calling scam. You put on the hat, you become Pope. It's as simple as that. Sleepy, ironic, I know. He was sleepy. He's not sleepy anymore. Make in. Spawn guests. Oh, they all leave. Damn it. Spawn more guests. Hollis, I want you to leave. You are not procgen. You go. Fully booked. I'm sorry. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I have enough. That hair with that beard, that's fantastic. Okay. Fast forward to the next day. Next day. Trying to save Fred. Writing save file. Okay. You also need to get in the Pope Mobile. Jod talks through a headset in the hat. Listen, I don't know who Jod is. Everyone keeps talking about Jod today. So Jod is a rat, like Ratatouille. He drive around in a bulletproof car. He's safe. Is it just me, or does the check in desk look really short? Is it too short? Yeah, it's pretty short. It's pretty small. You're right. Okay. Does not contain a key for Fred. Trying to load Fred. Does not contain a key for Fred. Why? All right. I think I know what's going on here. So procedural guest did spawn, but it reset everything to its original state. It reset its NPC to this one, which isn't good. I need to regenerate it. I need to regenerate this this guest. So what I can do is when a procedural guest loads, it looks at the NPC system and it's like, hey, was there a guest that matched me? And then I need to save all that stuff. So how does it know who it is? How does he know who he is? What time is it? Do you like the Peanuts? What's the Peanuts? Is that a band? Jod equal the Laud. Today I launched my small first solo indie game, working so hard right now. Navarex, congrats. Feel free to drop the link. Looks like you're running a lemonade stand. Yeah, it does. It does. I need to keep it small. I mean, it could be taller. I can't really make it wider. Maybe I could make it wider. It could be a bigger piece. Charlie Brown and Co. Of course. I love Peanuts. Yeah, Nav. Share it. Share your game. So what do I need to do to save this information? I already saved the guest. I think I need a serializable version of the data that I'm saving. So I'm going to add that here. And we're in ads. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound very sincere, zombie. So what is the data that I'm creating? I'm creating a bunch. All right. All right. I know what I need. I know what I need. All right. I'm going to finish the rest of the stream out with him on my lap and see how it goes. You need a serialized version of the NPC system or the NPC scriptable object. No, don't crawl. No, don't crawl on the desk. Don't crawl on there. Oh, he hit the keyboard. What did he put in? He's typing code. Wait, he just deleted stuff. No, this isn't working out. Don't delete stuff. No, get out. This isn't working. All right, forget it. We're going to raid out. It's been 2 hours. I'm going to go have a nice evening. It's beautiful outside. We're going to go outside. Ow. We're going to find someone to raid. No, I'm definitely not going there. Ow. Ow. It's biting the shit out of me. Oh. Plus 6 pup. Yeah, 2 nerdy nerds. How's it going? Wait, we're going to look at Nav's Steam page first. Radico Puzzle Adventure. Radico Puzzle Adventure. Look at that. You gotta get the cheese. You gotta put the. Wait, what are what? I'm trying. I can't actually tell what the goals are. Are there different goals per level? Or is it just trying to get the cheese? Yeah, this music is pop. So you're trying to put the balls in those little circles? Is getting the cheese like a bonus? Subject testing. Okay, I see. I see. And clearing it in a certain amount of time, certain amount of steps, those are the stars. Balls in the circles. There we go. That's my game. Balls in the circles. Well, I'll give it a wish list. Follow. Everyone, make sure to the least you can do is give it a wish list and a follow. Add it to the library. Next time I'm on my PC, I'll give it a whirl. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, where are we going today? Where are we rating? Sninko, Statin, Spagus. Oh God. You son of a bitch. He was chewing on a wire. He was chewing on a wire. He's gone now. Maybe we go somewhere new. I mean, I feel like I rated all these people recently. Yeah, they are. Let's listen to some Killick on the way out. Let's find someone new. Who's making video games? And if anyone has any suggestions, feel free. My dog chewed on a very important borrowed cable today. Oh no. He's so cute. I don't care if he chews your wires. That's fair. The stream would have died. How come when I scroll the software category, it looks very different than it used to? How come nobody's making anything? Here's someone in Unity. It looks like their first stream. I don't hear anything though. And they're not doing anything. Their screen is just dead. I think they're AFK. Making an online RPG. That sounds fun. Oh, ads. Well, we can't go there. I only have French suggestions at this hour. That's fine. Are there any FR/ENGs? Or FR only? What's a fun VTuber? What is this, Unreal? Hey. All right, here's someone in Unity. We're gonna go to this person. Timo Dam. Paste. All right. This person looks like they're just starting out. Let's go say hi. Let's go make a new friend. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I didn't make too much progress today, but I'm still like wrapping my head around all the things I need to do to get these procedural guests working. So it's going okay. I don't mind. Setorano, thank you for the follow. Also, Laster, Shetty Boss, Bucky, and Mad DNA. Steven and Killica, thank you for those subs. Finn, thank you for modding. And Exo and Juicebox Hero, thank you for the raids. Let's go meet a new friend, and I hope you all have a good week. Hope you all had a good weekend, and I'm here 5 days a week, same time, doing this game. Feel free to come back. Yeah, let's go make a new friend. Have a good night, everybody. Oh wait, oh no, it's Statin-chan. Wait, cancel raid, cancel raid, cancel raid. It's Statin-chan. We were 1 second away from raiding. Welcome in. How was your stream today? Umi Pai, welcome in. Raiders, welcome in. You're coming with us. Yeah, we're gonna double raid. Stat, how was your stream today? What did you get up to though? Everyone shout out to Stat and Sean. Liquid Cake, how's it going? You have to stream 2 more hours now. I can't. It was cool yapping stream mostly. Yeah, I feel like today that's all I did. I didn't get much done either. Also, for the raiders that are new here, real quick, this is what I work on. I work on this cozy life sim Innkeeper-Sim. I stream 5 days a week around this time. So I'll be back tomorrow if this interests you. My name is Andrew. This game is called Alpine Lake. And I was just about to raid someone pretty new to streaming, it looks like. And we'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna bring this to someone who's raided me before in the past. I don't think I've ever raided them. Mercenary Mage, like someone suggested earlier. But yeah, this is what I'm working on. Let's do a double raid. All right, everybody. I already said my goodbyes. Stat, I'm sorry that I gotta go so quickly, but let's go bring the love over to Mercenary Mage. All right, have a good one, y'all. I'll see you.